That was brutal. Doing the same thing over and over again, progressively overloading, making sure your form gets a little bit better every time. That is what creates progress. All right, boys. It is time for the last set of this godforsaken exercise. Good morning. I have my mic out, which means we're doing a gym video. You guys are actually right here, so hopefully there's not like weird interference. We're gonna go to the gym today. I'm super excited. Also a little bit nervous because this is gonna be my first time filming in my new gym, Crunch, which is a commercial gym, so people look at you a little weird, but maybe it'll go well. I don't really care, whatever. I chose to do this. So I had one coffee this morning and I had a protein cereal, which was actually really good. It was just Honey Nut Cheerios with banana, and I mixed some whey protein into my milk because I've seen people do that. And I was like, okay, that'll help the carbs digest a little bit slower, be a good pre-workout fuel. It actually was really filling, like surprisingly so. I didn't think it would make it that filling. So it was a great pre-workout meal, 32 grams protein, I believe 70 grams carbs. Boom. And I am about to have my little Alani. I've been really liking Alani's. First, let me do a little fit check for you guys. This is Able. Oh, my dirty ass mirror. This is Able. I actually got it off their site. It says on the back, be good to yourself. All right, whatever. We're gonna try and do that fucking fit check. Pre-workout nutrition, like I said, I already had a little breakfast, but we got some creatine. This is just creatine monohydrate, unflavored, super easy. Any creatine that's not monohydrate is just trying to make you pay more for no reason. So, got that. I'm not gonna do anything else in there just because my energy drink is gonna be a little flavored. Also, a lot of people think it matters having your creatine during your workout or within a certain time frame of your workout. It doesn't. It just matters that you're getting creatine on a regular basis and that your stores of creatine remain replenished to see the benefits of supplementing with it, but it doesn't matter what time of day you have it. Okay, we're gonna do a new flavor of Alani today. Also, I don't normally drink energy drinks, but I have recently been drinking them when I am doing workouts, and I've really been liking it. It's a little bit of a different energy since these have things like theanine, L-theanine in them, and like things that aren't naturally in coffee. Still love my coffee, don't get me wrong. So when I do have one of these, I make sure I only have one coffee that day, because normally I have 2 coffees. So it ends up being around the same amount of caffeine daily, and I don't go above that because safety with your caffeine. Don't be taking ridiculous amounts just because you're working out. So anyway, this is the flavor of Breezeberry. My friend Liz told me this Hawaiian Slush and Cherry Slush were her favorites. Not Hawaiian Slush, Hawaiian Shaved Ice, which I love that one. That's my favorite. Cherry Slush is really good too, but let's see. This is the Breezeberry. That's really good. It's like the Hawaiian Slush where it's just, or Hawaiian Shaved Ice, I keep saying that, where it's just like a sweet flavor basically. But this one has a little bit of blue raspberry going on. This is really good. I like this one better than the cherry. And I actually didn't mind the cherry, which normally I hate cherry stuff, but okay, let's put you over here. I gotta get my stuff for the day. This is my gym bag. It just has all the stuff I need in it. So we're gonna bring her, and I think we're good to go. Let's do it. All right, freakers, we have arrived. It is a freaking beautiful day outside, so I definitely want to get a outdoor walk-in or something today too, since we're gonna be working out inside, but let's go hit this lift. Okay, so hold on, let me pause my music. So these headphones kind of make me look like a mushroom, but they work way better than Beats, and also don't hurt my head. I have Beats, and yeah, I just like these way better. So thank you to Jordan for getting them for me. But it's busy today. What time is it right now? 10 o'clock. So I guess this is just the busiest time to come. It's 10 o'clock on a Wednesday. Literally all the racks are taken up, which I actually really like Crunch because especially for a commercial gym, they have a lot of racks. Like there's literally 10 Olympic weightlifting platforms, which is super cool, but they're all taken. So we're over in the HIIT area where they also have some barbells and some weights, which is perfect because I can go ahead and just get my deadlifts done here, which brings me to the deadlifts, which is what we're going to start with today. I recently have been working with 165 as my working weight, which is really cool because that's body weight. So for me, that's a lot. Super exciting. So I'm going to start with a couple warm-up sets with 95. You guys know the drill. I always start a little bit lighter, get those muscles engaged. But first, we're going to do a little bit of dynamic stretching. So we're gonna take our shoes off, socks, just because I'm wearing tennis shoes today and they're not a flat enough surface to do deadlifts with. If you're ever doing deadlifts and you have like a cushioned shoe, it actually can lead to less stability, especially if you're going heavier. So socks or Converse or some sort of flat-footed shoe is the best. All right, here we go. I do have my straps today, which I have been utilizing, but this is a lightweight and I also am trying not to use the straps for every set just because I want to still train my grip strength, you know? All right, ready? Setting up. Boom. We're gonna do about 10 of these. Really focusing on driving through my feet and feeling that activation of my legs. All right, time to add some weight. I'm gonna add 35s now to bring us up to 165. Okay, so as usual, I have my book. I write everything down in here. I started tracking my workouts like months ago at this point, and it's seriously a game changer. Like, makes such a difference. It's so motivating to me. I really like it. There was a point in my life where I didn't, so just do what works for you. But we're gonna ride it out. So deadlift, I did 10 reps of the 95 for a warm-up, and recently I've been trying to hit 3 sets of 9 on average of 165. I've been hitting like 10 my first set, 9 my second set, and usually like 8 my last set. So we're gonna try and get as close to 3 sets of 10 of 165 today for deadlift. If you guys have seen a couple of my workout videos, you're like, probably like, okay, same stuff, we've seen these workouts before. That is what creates progress. Doing the same thing over and over again, progressively overloading, making sure your form gets a little bit better every time, making sure your weight maybe gets a little bit heavier every time, maybe you're getting a little bit more range of motion. That's how you progress. It's not doing all these like Instagram workouts that look really cool and funky and different. Like, it's doing the basic compound lifts, deadlifts, squats, push-ups, pull-ups, bench press, those things, and just progressing over time. That's what gets you stronger. That's what builds your core, builds your stability, builds your overall power. So we're gonna try and hit 10. Let's see how we go. Okay. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put my straps on because usually with this weight, my grip ends up like failing around like 8 reps. So I just wanna have them ready, but we're not gonna put them on yet. We're just gonna do good old alternate grip. All right, ooh, here we go. See, I knew it. That was 8. Come on. 9. One more. That was 11. That was 12. Let's go. Okay, and I have been setting timers for my rest, both to make sure I don't rest too long, but also to make sure I rest enough. So 3 minutes. Okay, my timer just went off. I'm now going to play a great hype song. Yeah, yeah. And we're gonna do the second set. I am gonna try and start these off without these and then switch to these in the set whenever I feel like my grip strength is failing. We did 12 for that first set, which is a PR with that weight. So fuck yeah, that cereal did me right. But yeah, let's get into the next set. I feel like I'm pooped. I'm scared. Let's do it. Okay, ready? Gotta hype myself up for these. Oh, my weights are all fucked up. I didn't get clips because you have to like get them from the front desk here, which is kind of weird. I'm thinking about low-key just getting my own so I don't have to do that every time. Okay. Ready, set, go. 1. Okay, we need some straps. I just started using these like this week. I love them. They're amazing. That was 5. 6. 2 more. 9. Come on. Come on. 10. I can do 1 more. Okay. Okay, 1 more. Bro. Go. Fuck. That was brutal. 3-minute timer. Literally, I'm not just talking to myself like that out loud to show you like what I'm thinking for the video. Like, I'm out of breath. I do that if I'm working out on films, like anything. I do like kind of like coach myself aloud, which is seriously like motivating to me. It's like, okay, come on, like you got 1 more in the tank, you know? And sometimes that 1 more feels easier than I thought it would. So I'm like, okay, I have another 1 in the tank. Like, let's get it. 1 more set left. Then we'll be on to the next exercise. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie, that last set low-key bricked me up, or that first exercise rather, as a whole. But my last set, I got 9 reps. I didn't film it just because I'm like, probably don't want to see every set of every exercise. But yeah, I got to 9 and I was fucking pooped. So we did 2 sets of 12, 1 set of 9. So that actually averages out to be more than my goal of 3 by 10. So fuck yeah, we're only 1/4 done with our workout. But that was kind of the hardest lift. So the other things I have planned are gonna be walking lunges, because I'm really working on single leg stability and strength. And then we're also gonna do, I think, I low-key don't wanna do push-ups. We'll do plate raises and maybe like a cable row. Low-key sounds fun. So I think we're gonna do cable row next because I just need something more chill and seated. We're here. I did end up taking my headphones off. It was just kind of like overstimulating. So I'm gonna do, switching it out from the 2-hand grip to a single hand. I am keeping my, what are these called? Straps on, just because I might wanna switch to a strap, but I'm gonna do this one single arm as well, just because I'm really trying to work on unilateral strength and making sure both sides of my body are equally strong, because I tend to let my left kind of mooch off my right. Normally with this machine, it's so interesting to me how different cable machines, like different weights feel heavier. I don't really know why that is. I guess like the distribution of the cables and like how much weight the cable itself is taking on. But with this specific cable machine, usually for a 2-arm, I'm working with 88 pounds for like around 10 reps. So we're gonna lower it to 44. For some reason it's in 44, 22, 33, like all numbers like that. So we're gonna do 44 and see how that feels. So we'll start with my left since it's my weakest. Okay, boom, next side. Okay, ready, go. Really trying to focus on that squeeze of pencil between your shoulder blades, feeling. I'm really bad about letting my arm do that movement on these and not my back. For some reason, my back is a very difficult thing for me to engage, which I've really seen come to play, and now that I've started getting into like pull-ups and stuff like that, which I'm getting better at. I got 2 the other day, pull-ups, which is great because I first got 2 chin-ups, but getting the pull-up was way harder for me because I think it's more of a back thing than a bicep thing. All right, we did 10 of those. I'm just gonna do that 3 times and I'll see you guys at the next exercise. All right, people. Hello, focus. We're back to Yule turf area. I ended up doing 4 sets of 10 with the 44s, and I didn't even have to use these guys, which was great. Let's go grip. Next is walking lunges. These are both one of my favorite exercises and one of the exercises that the devil himself must have created because they freaking suck. I try and do them really heavy because I just like lifting heavy. We're gonna do with 40s in either hand. I do use these for this because it's already my 3rd exercise of the workout and I get really pooped doing these. So let's go ahead and get the weights. Let's get these babies strapped in. So
I just do this from the get-go on these, honestly, because 40 pounds is a lot to carry in one hand, especially when I'm trying to focus on making my legs continue to move. So strapping them in. And last time I did 14 steps, so 7 reps on either side per set. So let's do it. All right, let's go. Again, start with my worst foot because she's weaker. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn around. Okay. 9. Fall over. 10, 11. Fuck, that sucked. Whew. All right, now we rest. While we rest, I thought I would talk to you guys. I've been feeling really motivated again in the gym recently, which has been really cool. First of all, as I've talked about before, I have found a rhythm with working out that like feels really easy for me to be consistent with, which is 3 times a week, every week. This guy his name is Higher Up Wellness. He talks about finding your fitness floor, not your fitness ceiling. So for example, a lot of people are like, oh, I want to work out 5 times or 6 times a week or whatever. And that's great. But if that's extremely different from how you're working out already, that's more like a fitness ceiling of like, that's the most you're going to get in a week. You want to focus on creating fitness floors. Like, okay, like bare minimum, if everything goes wrong that week, everything goes wrong that day, whatever, I can still do these basic things. For me, that's getting in my walk and 3 workouts a week. 3 workouts a week I can hit every week, pretty much no matter what. Even if something comes up one day, there's still 7 days in the week when I can get in those workouts. Some weeks I feel more energetic and I'll get in another workout or, like fit in other things, but my floor is 3 workouts a week, and truly establishing that rather than trying to shoot for a higher goal and only hitting it half the time has been so much more effective for me and has truly made me see muscle growth. So I really encourage you to like find that fitness floor of like what you can truly hit 100% of the time rather than this high goal that you can only hit 50-40% of the time, because the smaller goal that you hit 100% of the time is realistically probably going to work out to more workouts in the long run than a higher goal that you can only hit 50-40% of the time, and something that's going to make you feel burnt out really quickly. Time for the next set. I'm pooped. Whenever I feel like super exhausted halfway through the workout, like it sucks. And I find a lot of times it's due to if I work out not fasted, which like I know there's a lot of opinions around fasted versus not fasted working out. I really think, whatever you feel better doing. A lot of times if I eat right before a workout, I feel super energized for my first set. I feel like those carbs are really going to work, but then they get burned up super fast. So then for the rest of my workout, I feel like low glycemic almost. Or like a low blood sugar feeling. So I don't know what that's about, but we persist. All right, boys. It is time for the last set of this godforsaken exercise. All right. Somebody just came up and asked me, was like, oh, do you have a channel or are you live streaming or whatever? I was like, oh my gosh, I have a channel. I don't know, that's just so fun. What the heck? I always like tell them, I'm like, it's a small one, but we're working on it. But hey, stay consistent. I keep showing up. So like, even though this place has like obviously a lot of machines and stuff, I don't use them much recording just because 1, not everybody has those machines, but 2, it's kind of tight between all the machines and I don't want to like get in people's way and like with just my camera just sitting there. But I decided we're actually not going to do plate raises for the last exercise. I'm going to do Arnold presses just because I've really been liking those. So let me find somewhere to set you guys and then we'll set that up. Hello, we're back. Okay, I'm doing Arnold presses. I got some 30s, which is my working weight for incline press right now, which Arnold presses are a little different, So this is a little bit of a heavier weight for sure, but let's fuck it up. All right, ready? I really have been trying to focus on exercises that are utilizing your full body and forcing you to stabilize. Yeah, this is definitely a little heavy. I might go down to 27 and a half. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go down. God damn. We're not trying to ego lift over here. Okay, I did 5 of those. Let's get out like 3 more with these. We'll do 8. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a lower view so you can see from the side, because this is a super important exercise to make sure you're not like bowing your back out like that. So, from this side, keep your core tight. Up we go. 2, 3. Okay, just kidding, 7. We tried. Okay, yeah, but I was telling my mom about this actually because she's been trying to get into working out. I'll put my t-shirt up a little bit so you guys can see. So, like, this is like the grandpa hips, you know, and then we got like Kim K booty. I like to like practice before big lifts, like rolling my hips under. Only when your hips are rolled under can you like tense your core correctly and like squeeze your glutes. But yeah, like you can't try and squeeze your glutes with your Kim K booty. You can't. And you can only tense the top of your abs like that. Roll it under, you can really feel that like deep activation right here. Raw in your fupa, so right here. So yeah, I like to just practice rolling my hips under. This is where you want your hips to be. And then you push up. That's gonna be the strongest positioning. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into the last set. I am gonna tuck my shirt under for this one too, just so you guys can see. So, before I pick up my weights, we're gonna do that practice. Roll it under, tense, right here. Keep it picked up. Okay, roll it under again. Then lift up those weights. Now we're gonna keep that neutral core positioning. I also like bend my knees a little bit so they're not locked out. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. Go, baby, go. 7. Okay, just kidding. We got 6. That's heavy as fuck. All right. That concludes today's workout. If you guys want to see what my workout journal looks like, that is her. All right, boys, just like that, we're out of there. That was a great workout. I feel super energized. As you saw, I like to focus on compound movements, like to focus on movements that are with free weights because that forces you to utilize those stabilization muscles. Something I thought I should share that I heard the other day, actually. I forget where I heard it. It was some podcast, but I actually was like, that makes a lot of sense, was that machines are really helpful for advanced lifters to specifically target weaknesses that you may have in your other compound or free weight lifts. But for beginners, machines actually can be a little bit of a hindrance because you haven't built those stabilization muscles yet. And it doesn't really allow you to do so, especially if that's really all you're focusing on. Mixing in a couple of machine exercises with your free weights exercises, totally fine. You're getting those stabilization muscles to be worked. But yeah, I found that super interesting. So I like to just focus on those free weight exercises. Also, that's something that's easier to be done anywhere, which is all my channel is about, is making this accessible and doable for everybody. Please. Okay, I am showered. Let's go. I got a little bit of a Rosie the Riveter thing going on right now. Love it. I am heating up some bone broth rice. I prep this ahead of time and freeze it in single servings in the fridge. And then I also have a beef hash that I made yesterday. I don't know why we call it a hash. It's literally, it's just like beef and some like Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. Ketchup, which sounds gross, but it just adds some sweetness, tomatoiness. Tamari, usually a little bit of fennel because I like the like sausagey flavor it gives it. Cumin, paprika, garlic salt, and this chipotle hot sauce, which is really good, gives it a little smokiness. That and just like a bunch of veg. I did garlic, onion, garlic, onion, zucchini, and red bell pepper because I needed to use those up. And it's just a great little high protein way to get in some veggies. So I'm gonna have the rice with that. Here she is. I wanted to show you guys this. I was thinking about ending the video right after the workout, but post and pre-workout nutrition is just as important as the workout itself. You don't have to eat. You don't have to eat right after you work out by any means, but I'm hungry, so I'm going to. We're gonna weigh her out, which sounds good. Yeah, we're gonna finish it off. Okay, so that is 300 grams. Heat it up. It's even better the next day. And on the macro factor, that comes out to 437 calories, 33 grams of protein. Pretty good. And 60 grams of carbs, so some nice carbs to refuel. Still tracking. I've honestly been maintaining the past week or two, which is fine. It's just because like I've been having days where I'm like over my calories because we're social, or just like just over my calories because I'm a little bit hungrier. And then on the days that I do maintain my deficit is pretty slight. It's only like 250 to 200 calories. So it's kind of been like those over days have just been evening out the deficit days. So it's been maintaining, which is fine for me. I'd rather go low and slow and maybe have like moments where it's maintaining rather than do drastic measures and not get to have those social experiences and whatever. Like low and slow is perfectly fine for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe if you really liked me. It really helps me out. I love doing stuff like this, nutrition and workout content. That is my thing. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.